Oh my geez, this happens every time I go live, and at this point, I need to get it together. Oh my god, the sun is like everywhere. Hey, trophies. Oh my gosh, ladies. Again, every time I try to get on live, I have the same issue. And yeah. Okay, let me see. Maybe I could fix it up. Do it like this. Y'all don't mind my stuff in the background either. It's like I got a vacuum cleaner back there. But hi, hello to my trophies. Hi, ladies. Let me see. Can I fix the lighting on here? Um, I'm trying to basically give y'all some game, as I always do. But the college ladies, today is dedicated to the girls in college, to the girls in school, currently in school. Oh, let me take this off. I'm out right now, so y'all know. Quarantine. You gotta cover yourself and protect your breathing space. So you gotta walk around with this, a face mask at least. That's the least you could do if you're gonna go out. Like, I'm about to go to Target in a little bit, and gotta make sure that I'm covered. But let me take this off while I'm talking to you guys. And last time I came on live, I had on my wig, and someone left a really nasty comment um about, you know, wearing fake hair or whatever like that. Like, y'all, that is totally weird. Women can do whatever they want with their hair. It's 2020. Like, get over it. That was just my announcement. Just my small announcement. Oh, let me move this right here. Oh, perfect. Ooh, y'all see my armpits though. Oh well. Oh my god, perfect. So this is great. I'm gonna shake my head for my haters that got a problem with my hair and without my hair. Like, come on now, grow up. I got hair under my wigs, so please don't make it, don't make it your problem what I wear on my head. That's the least of people's concerns at this current moment. But yeah, I wanted to come in today and make a video for the college ladies, and what my thoughts are, my opinions are on girls who are in school, what my suggestion is for practicing hypergamy while you're in school. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel for, gold digging ladies and ladies who basically want to benefit from their relationships and don't want to be used and abused and discarded like trash. So, one thing that I've noticed in the community is that, women, black women in particular, are the highest educated as of recently. I'm sure people have seen that graph before where it's showing that, black women are really stepping up and are going to school, getting their degrees, studying a craft. And excuse the lighting, is a little off. There's like, the sun is everywhere in here. I'm trying to, like, I'm a little uncomfortable recording like right here, but it's whatever, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. But yeah, so black women are basically leading in the education world. Melody said, oh, you started already with the topic? No, ma'am. I'm getting started. You are at the beginning. So get your tea, girl. Get your drink. I got mine. Strawberry lemonade from Wendy's. My favorite. But just to give you guys some background. Hi, C. George. Hello. If you guys are in the live, you ladies in the live, my trophies, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, please. Melody said, good, yes. I got cranberry juice. Perfect. So, yeah, I wanted to make a video, dedicated video to the college ladies who have gone to school or are in school or thinking about going to school, thinking about attending school, you know, graduating, getting a higher education. You know, in the hypergamous community, it's not really talked about much for women to go to school. If you listen to a lot of the actual gold digging gurus, as I call them, they'll tell you, you know, school, who needs school. But I think school is important because then at the education, not the education, but yeah, the education that comes along with school and being a student is something that we need in the community. If we just need it in the community, you know, as Black people, for many years we weren't allowed to go to school, and I think it's everybody's right to, I mean, everybody has the right to go to school, but if you would like to exercise that right, I feel as though you should definitely go for it and go towards that in life. So we need educated women in the workforce. We need educated women in the world. We need educated women in life, you know. We need educated women. It's just a need. It's not something, I don't feel as though we should go back to a world where men ruled everything. We've progressed all this way, and it's no point in turning back now. There's no point in turning back now. Melody said, even tech school is good. Don't need to be in a big university, but having something of your own is a must. Like tech school, massage or nail or esthetician, what I am. It's good to be educated. Great point, Melody. So Melody said, go to any school. Tech school, you don't have to go to university. My thing is, you can go to a university, a big school, a tech school. You can go to any school, a trade school. It doesn't matter. I think women need to be educated, because who's going to educate these children? Who's going to educate these children? Hold on, ladies. Oh my God, my finger is like all up in the way of me trying to read these comments. So C. George said, my college days are over, but it is indeed a great topic. School education also plays a big role in character building. You learn so much about yourself and people in general. Absolutely, Miss C. George. That was a great point that you just made. That was a great point. So yes, everything that, all these great thoughts that these ladies are saying is absolutely true. Like Miss C. George said, you know, it builds character. Going to school, being a student, it gives you a dynamic to yourself that gives you more value in the world. It gives you more value in the world, you know. It just does. So my thing with, you know, going to school, being a student in hypergamy, is that the point of going to school as women, right, especially women who probably come from poverty or come from places where, you know, the crime rates are high, you know, teenage pregnancy is high, you know, crime rate is high. The point of going to school is to basically put yourself in the position to practice hypergamy so that you can get out of poverty, you can get out of high crime rates. You can get out of high pregnancy rates or single motherhoods. You know, the point of going to school is so that you can potentially meet a man to basically either be that guy who's going to be your provider and protector, and when you meet him, he's going to be on a different level than what you see in your day-to-day life, right? So Melody said, especially the way Trump taking away a lot of things. If you don't have a career now, you're going to suffer later on, because people like Trump, born rich, never taste struggle, can never understand. Right. Right. So with the whole hypergamy thing, getting into places where you can meet better husband quality men. So my favorite example of education in hypergamy is Michelle Obama. You know, a lot of people look up to the current first lady because, you know, she's probably a sugar baby who turned into a wife. But I look up to, you know, Michelle Obama. She's a great example of hypergamy in education. You know, I was researching Miss Michelle Obama today, and I found out that, you know, she lived in a one-bedroom section of a house with both of her parents and her brother. Neither of her parents went to college. Neither of her parents went to school, but they made a way for her so that she can go attend Princeton. And as she was at a summer camp, you know, she was I forget what she was doing exactly, but I know she was like one of the people who like taught the kids or whatever. As she was at like a summer camp, that's when she ran into Barack. That's when she ran into her husband, who later on became president. You know, so that's what being an educated woman and hypergamy is essentially about. I'm pretty sure Michelle Obama had plenty of options when it came to dating Raekwon and them, Rayshawn and them, you know. There's plenty of that. She grew up around that, but she decided, and her family decided. Also, I think the family that she came from played a huge dynamic in the person that she became, because her family pushed her to go to school. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a woman pursuing her education. What's wrong with this now that's going on with all this craziness? It is the fact that, you know, women who are going to college are coming back. You know, women who are graduating college, they have their degree, master's, bachelor's. It's like they're coming back to the hood like Nicki Minaj did. Nicki Minaj gained all this fame and success and fortune. She went back to the hood to go get a Dusty and make him her king. And that's when you work in reverse. The whole point of going to college is so that you can find a man, right? I mean, of course, going to college is to educate yourself, further yourself, your abilities, your brain, become a more educated woman and more well-rounded person in general. Yes, that is absolutely great. And then also, the thing that nobody talks about is also finding a partner who basically has a promising future. When I say promising, I mean promising future. I'm not talking about someone who's in college this semester and dropped out the next semester and you're like still in love with him and you're still trying to make it work. No. If that guy isn't actively pursuing his own success, then you have to drop him. Because I've been to college. I didn't graduate, and I'm like 4 classes away from getting my own diploma in communications. But a lot of people dropped out of school. A lot. You'll be surprised. A lot of people that you start with don't end up finishing, including myself. I didn't finish. I'm gonna get my degree. I'm just dragging my feet. I don't know what's wrong with me. I could have been graduated like 4 years ago with a degree in communications, not a like master's or anything, but a associate's degree. But you know, even me being in college, I had the opportunity to join different clubs like the STEM club. I was part of the STEM club for even like a semester. And as you know, STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. I think that's what it stands for. Like I said, I was only there for one semester. And I've met people in that club that have went on to do bigger things in life than just, graduating college. Melody says you need motivation. Um, as far as school, yeah, I think I do need motivation. I don't know what it is, but I think I'm gonna get through it because I've had so much money to just spend on college classes. But every time I try to, I enroll in classes, I always end up dropping them last minute. I don't know what it is. I know what it is. It's just I don't want to get into it in this video, but but like as far as education, I think education is needed in our community, in the black community. We need more educated people, more educated women. Absolutely. um I would never tell a woman, don't go to school, just focus on getting a husband. Like, no. At the end of the day, your husband is not your end all be all. You need to have your own life, your own goals, and things that you're working towards, and things that make you passionate as a woman. I'm never gonna tell a woman, oh, don't go to college, just sit at the bar and wait for a man to pick you up, and he's gonna be a millionaire, and he's gonna have you on yachts. And no. I mean, yeah, it's definitely possible, but I feel like it's more possible for a woman who has the education, who has the connection, who are in those high spots in the community. We need more women to get involved in the school systems, even, educated women too. Also, mothers. We need more mothers, women that have children, to be more active in their kids' school. A lot of kids are out right now, blah, 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 blah. And I'm seeing a lot of memes online of, how black mothers act when they're helping their kids out with their homework, and it's really abusive. So women like this, women who don't have education, and when it's time to help their children with their homework and they're getting abusive, instead of actually having the mental capacity to help them, then that's when the problem erupts and the problem occurs. um, Being an educated woman brings a lot of value to you as a person. As a woman, you are valuable, more valuable, rather than just a girl, a girl. It doesn't matter. There's multiple ways to practice hypergamy. Yes, you can be at the bar waiting on a guy to come pick you up, and then also you could be a college student who goes to school, studies really hard, and finds a guy at school, who finds a guy who's also studying to become something, you know. But if and Michelle and Barack Obama, there were a really rare dynamic, which I hope to see more of. But for the women who are in school, who aren't really interested in picking up extracurricular activities, like like Michelle Obama did before she was married. That's how she met her husband now. She participated in school activities, she chaperoned, she volunteered, she put herself in positions to become more educated, become more well-rounded, and she found her now husband of over how many years? Like over almost 30 years. They've been married like 30 years by now. Like 30. But the biggest thing that I wanted ladies to take away from this video, the ladies who are in college, the ladies who are in school, my page is for sugar babies, girls who are getting to the money, getting to the bag. the most important thing, the most important point that I wanted to make in this video, you know, if you don't find your Barack at school, you know, if you don't find your Barack at school, you know, sugar daddies are always an option. You know, sugar daddies, guys to pay for your tuition. You know, I've mentioned this before in different videos where I also read that black women have the most student debt loans as of, you know, today. Black women have a lot of student debt loan. You know, we're the most educated as of right now until the new census come out, and we also have the most student debt loan. So black women, what I really wanted you ladies to take away, you know, just if it doesn't reach 1 million people, I hope it just reaches a handful of people to know that you don't have to pay out of pocket for college tuition. That's what sugar daddies are here for. That's what sponsors are here for. You know, that's essentially the market that sugar daddies cater to, is to college girls and women in college. That's what sugar daddies are essentially here for. So Tata said, hi, do you have advice how to handle guys who offer a monthly allowance but want sugar in return? We'll just say sugar. So Tata, that is a really popular question. And you know, if you don't want to do that, my thing is, if they want sugar in return, you can always refer them to a streetwalker, someone who gets paid to lay on their back. Being a sugar baby, you're not getting paid to lay on your back. You're getting paid for your time, the time that you spend with them, and essentially the fact that you're a woman that has your head on straight. You're a woman that has goals and ambitions, and you need his money to fund you. That's why you have a sugar daddy, right? Right. If you have a sugar daddy and you just need him to pay bills and stuff like that, or you're just begging him to pay bills, then yeah, he's gonna want some sugar. He's gonna want some sugar for that. But if you come at him more as if he's an investor, then he's gonna look at you with different eyes. He's gonna look at you more like your protege rather than a sex toy. And that's what I be trying to tell ladies, you know, y'all need to get educated. Like, you have to get educated in order to even be in the same ballpark as a legit sugar daddy. Like, when I say legit, I mean legit. I'm talking about the sugar daddies that don't really require sex. There's dudes out here that want it. They want it. They want it. They want it. But they're not gonna get it from you because that's not what you're here for. And if you're in a live, please give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up this video. But it's a really thin line. It's a really thin line. Thank you for your advice, Nate. Absolutely. I'm more than happy to assist. I'm more than happy to help you ladies get a clearer vision on, you know, the depths of being a sugar baby. It's not just, you know, give me money and I give you sugar. Like, no, there's girls for that. There's girls who do that. Absolutely, but you're not one of those girls. You're more of a high class, right? You're more of a high class woman. He should want to respect you. He should want to treat you like a little princess, like a little trophy, and take you everywhere with him so that he could show you the ropes of being, you know, business minded, basically. So Melody said, question, hopefully not too personal. Do you see yourself being happy as a sugar baby, or do you see yourself doing this in the long run, or will you stop when a man comes and change that? Oh, well, no, that is not too personal, Melody. I've talked about all of this before. Um, being a sugar baby is beneficial to my bank account. Okay, I absolutely am happy being a sugar baby because it makes a lot of things possible for me. Like I don't know if you ladies been following me, but my last sugar daddy is the one that bought me this car that I'm sitting in right now. I've been flown out to Europe, I've been to London. I've accomplished a lot, I've seen a lot being a sugar baby. So I absolutely love being a sugar baby, but will my time expire as being a sugar baby? Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't see myself being a sugar baby forever, because to me, I think I'm a attractive woman, and I have people trying to lock it down. I don't like to brag, but I have I have marriage proposals waiting. Not really. I'm not engaged, but there is a special man that does want to lock it down. But I'm the one that's dragging my feet on the whole situation because I'm just like, do I want to get my sugar baby lifestyle up? Do I want to settle down and be somebody's wife? Yes, absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do. Um, but I just want to be with the right person. I am going to give up the sugar baby lifestyle eventually because I want to be married and have children. Of course, that is a dream of mine. I don't have any kids now, so it makes everything easier for me. But yeah, just to answer your question, just so you know. But some, a lot of ladies, they want to be on this sugar baby lifestyle forever, even after they graduate college, you know, even after they graduate college, they still want to date rich men, which it is what it is. A lot of girls climb up the ladder just dating a whole bunch of rich men. You start dating rich men in college. By the time you're 30, you don't know who you gonna know because you done ran into so many rich men and you're in so many rich places. You're gonna end up with a rich husband. But I don't want to use the word rich. I want to use the word like financially stable husband material. But yeah, I want to get married one day. Oh my god, that wasn't too personal, Melody. Do you ladies have any more questions for me as I'm on this topic? As I'm on the topic of school and hypergamy, my example of this is, of course, Michelle Obama. I love the Obamas. They are amazing people. And oh yeah, so also being in college, it gives you the well-rounded dynamic to you. So the thing I really admire about Michelle Obama is the fact that she basically she's a powerful woman, with or without Barack. I mean, Barack is the one who kind of, no, I feel like they needed each other for it. They need each other. But the thing I like about Michelle is the fact that she's not just somebody's wife. She holds her own when she's speaking on the podium and she's speaking to people. She has a presence to her that just screams amazing. I don't know, it just screams greatness. And it's more than just being about just being somebody's wife. It's more than that. Life is more than just being married to somebody, just to be married. It's good to see a Haitian woman blossom. Oh wow. I'm dead, Melody. You funny. No, you'll be surprised. No, a lot of Haitian girls are raised to go to school. Like, it's in our DNA. We have to either be a nurse, doctor, lawyer. Those are the three options. You don't get any more options after that. Nurse, doctor, lawyer. That's it. Oh, yeah, if you're a boy, engineer. Now, imagine if everybody's parent was giving them the same advice, like how far the black society would be ahead in life, because a lot of Haitians are in the medical field, like a lot of them. So many Haitians are in the medical field. I personally couldn't do it. You know, I hate to see blood. I really hate to see blood. I was gonna be like a dental assistant or even a dentist at one time. That was always my dream, to get into the dental field. I was even studying to be a dental assistant while I was in high school. I was dual enrolled, but because I didn't have a car at the time, I wasn't able to go to my clinicals, so I had to drop out of the program. And then, you know, I also applied again in college to be a dental assistant, but my financial aid was messed up and I wasn't able to attend that. So, I mean, school is in my blood. I'm half Haitian, and what is that? Cruixin? Got people from VI, Virgin Islands, and Haiti. So I like seeing my Caribbean gal dominate. Oh, wow. That is amazing to hear. Wait, so you're half Haitian. Hey, girl. Sakpase. And what is Cruixin? Oh, Croxin, like St. Croix in the Virgin Island. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's really, really cool, actually. That's a nice combo. But, oh, dang. Oh, shoot. Are you guys seeing this change? Okay, I like this one. I have bubbles everywhere. She said, oh, hell no. I chose my own path, and that was becoming an esthetician. I do facials, chemical peels, massages, waxing, eyelash extension, and eye waxing, tinting, etc. Yes, I got people in St. Croix. Ooh. Girl, matter of fact, do you do nails too? Let me see, did you say nails? Estheticians. I know estheticians. You do nails? Girl, I need a nail tech. Let me know when you're in Florida. My nails need to get done right away. But that's pretty cool. No, I know this really successful lady in New Orleans who owns a beauty bar, and she does all of that, facial, waxing. I know several. I know two big ones for sure. I'm getting my license, do nails next. Them Asians finna be out of business, period. Like, psh, they need to be out of business. They had their little reign. It's time for other people to come in and take over, because I'm tired of giving my money to the Chinese people. When you walk into their store, they don't even acknowledge you. That is so rude. Sometimes I don't like going to the Asian spots, because I'm like, they're rude, and we give them our money, and it's just not good, but I need to get my nails done. I just need to get my nails done, so I put up with it. But there's some high class places like that I go to that are nice, but still I'd rather go to a place where people are ethnic and I feel welcomed, and at least there's a diverseness in their staff. I don't like going to a place and it's just all Chinese people, and then they have even like the men doing nails, and the men, they suck at doing nails. They freaking suck. They don't do it good. They have all the men in there. It's starting to be taken over by men, the little Asian men in there. Let me see. Read this. Oh, they so racist. Girl, I know. They be talking about you in Chinese. I'm not gonna imitate them because I'll make an ass of myself. but yeah, it be real. But That's really good. Like, being an esthetician, they make money. I know this lady who's an esthetician in New Orleans. Like, she sells her own soaps. She's right across the street from Kaleidoscopes. If you guys ever heard of Kaleidoscopes, is the lady who sells the Edge products. She's right across the street from her factory. Real professional. She did my teeth whitening a couple months ago. An esthetician whitened my teeth. Yeah, I know. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. As long as you're getting money. But it's just times like this when, you know, everybody's home because of you know, this virus. It's the people who have the education who are still usually employed. And now that you know, I'm really thinking about getting back in school now because of this whole coronavirus thing, because it's like there's no job security when you don't have an education. When you're like working at a bar, like I was doing, I was a shot girl working at a club. You don't have any job security. There's no job security. There's no benefits, nothing at all. So, ladies, you have so much options when you elevate yourself. That's all I'm going to say. You have way more options and you're more respectable when you elevate yourself first, not just in looks, but in your brain, in your mind. A man doesn't want a masculine woman, but a man also doesn't want a dumb woman. A man doesn't want a woman that's just there and say, oh, you're so handsome. Oh, you smell good. Oh, can I have some money? Like, no. It's more than that. You have to have substance to you. And I think going to school is the best way to do it. Like, I went to college and I've met some of my best friends there. I've met some of like my long life friends there, like friends that I'm never throwing away because I know they're solid people. I met them at school. This lighting is like, oh gosh. This lighting is crazy. Yeah, I don't mind my background. Don't mind back there. See, I have like stuff back here. It's just crazy. But yeah, when I was in college, just to give you ladies my experience with being in college, I've learned so much about the world in general that I didn't know. And you can't depend on a man to teach you every single thing. You have to get your own development in some way. Okay, I have a question. How do you know the difference between a provider man and just a sugar daddy? So a provider man and a sugar daddy, they're kind of one and the same, but they have their differences. A provider man is basically a man you could marry. He's just a provider man. He's a man that you're dating regularly, like you're just dating him, whether you're in a long-term relationship or casually dating. And he's, you know, giving you money. He's making sure that you're taken care of. That's a provider man. Also a sugar daddy. Provider man, that's like your boyfriend. But a sugar daddy, just a sugar daddy. A sugar daddy, he's just a man that, you know, you spend time with. You know, he takes you out to dinner. You guys have a conversation. He tells you about what's going on in his life. You share about what's going on in your life. He gives you money. And you guys go your separate ways. There's no thoughts of marriage because, you know, a sugar daddy probably is like married anyways, you know. So you're not even thinking about marriage with a sugar daddy because usually they're unavailable or they have other sugar babies or they're just not somebody that you would take seriously in the long term. Like, you would date, like you would talk to them for a long time as long as they're giving you money, but to think of marriage with a sugar daddy, I don't know. It's debatable. But provider man, definitely. Marriage material. Sugar daddy, not so much. Either he's unavailable emotionally or whatever the case may be. Hey, girl. Hey, Neo. Hey, Neo. Magnolia. Neo Magnolia said, hey, girl, it's almost 1 a.m. in South Africa. Going to sleep now, but I'll watch the replay tomorrow. I just like the video. And by the way, I love all your videos and advice. Hey, you're amazing. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Thank you so much, Neo. That was so sweet. That was so sweet of you, girl. Thank you. And thank you so much for liking the video. Like, I tell all these ladies to like, and they listen when they want to. But thank you for coming in, and hopefully this replay helps you a little bit, especially, you know, my African gals. You know, I looked up the percentage of, you know, how many black billionaires are in the US. And I came up with 2 results from Google. There was one page that I was looking at, and there was like only 5 African American billionaires in the US. Just 5 out of 607 billionaires in the US. There's only 5 African American billionaires. But then I stumbled onto Wikipedia, which Wikipedia is not really updated, and they always say don't depend on Wikipedia because all their information isn't reliable. But I did stumble on Wikipedia, and I did notice that there was there was more than 5. But the thing is, there was like a list of 10 billionaires, right? There was a list of 10 billionaires, and 70% of that list were African men. Yeah. 70% of that list was African men straight from Africa that came to America and made something of themselves and applied themselves and became billionaires. But let me see, someone commented, said 5 billionaires, 2.5% are millionaires, and 10% make over 100K a year. Are you serious? Are those really the stats? Are those really the stats? Like, what? Only 10% of black men make over 100K a year? I'm shook. Dang, that's so unfortunate. Now I see why all these girls be talking about swirling. There's not enough black men to even practice hypergamy with. There's only 10% that make over 100K a year. That's crazy. See, ladies, that's another reason why y'all need to go to school. That's another reason why y'all need to go to school. Y'all need to get up out the hood. Y'all need to go find Peter and Johnny somewhere and practice hypergamy, because from the stats that I just received from how do you pronounce your name? Perito. I hope I said that right. Only 10% of black men are actually capable of taking care of you. That is crazy. So ladies, if you know, I would say, you know, there's not even enough men to take care of you. That's crazy. Like, that's such a low percentage. I don't even know how to wrap my head around that. Wow. Well, y'all heard it here first, people. Practice hypergamy to the best of your ability. What I don't like though, I encourage women to go to school, because that's where you could find your husband, is in college, not at the bar. You have a better chance meeting a respectable man in school. 85% of all millionaires are married. Oh, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that, because they got new millionaires coming up in the world every day. So that doesn't really matter. The 85% are married thing, I mean, that's a good stat too, but I mean, of course, these millionaires, see, these millionaires out here, they said 85% is married. That means there's another, what, 15% or something that are looking for wives. Even if they married, they probably on their way to a divorce anyway. So young ladies need to make yourself available to the best option. You need to make yourself available to the man that's going to give you a good life. I'm still shook over the 10% thing. Y'all, this light is like messing with me right now. Oh gosh. Oh no, that just made it worse. Hold on, let me see. That just made it worse. Now the sunlight is in my eye. I guess I'm just have to have a triangle on my face. But man, yeah, I like that the light is on my mouth so you can focus on what I'm saying. Get you a man while you're in school. If you're in school, if you're thinking about going to school, school is the best place to practice hypergamy, believe it or not. School is the best playing ground to practice hypergamy, not the bar. The bar should be number 3 on the list or something, and church should be number 2. Number 1 should be school. School is your playing ground for hypergamy. There's a lot of bachelors in school. There's a lot of men with promising careers in school, and school is the best place to me personally. I met this really cute couple when I was in college. I went to their wedding and everything. I went to two of them got married, 2 different couples or whatever got married. But I watched these couples get together, get married, and now they have a prosperous life. Both of them have degrees. And you know, that's amazing and that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay? Your man could pay all your bills, of course, but obviously he's gonna have to pay all your bills once you get pregnant and you gotta start building families. Of course, you're gonna have to sit down and have these babies and nurture these babies and all that. But it just looks better, ladies, when you have class and education to you. You're more respectable. I agree with you. I'm 30 years old, make $75K a year, engineer, and I only date women in college. That's great. That's great. Hey, just to let y'all know, you know, there is a super chat button. Just to let y'all know. And don't forget to like the video as well. But yeah, there's plenty of bachelors in school, like Mr. what's his name said, the one that's giving all the stats. Mr. Engineer said, you know, he's making $75K a year. You don't know what his bank account is going to look like in the next 10 years. And it's crazy because the richest guy, the richest African American man in the US, He has about like what, $5 billion. He has more money than Oprah. He started out as an engineer. He started out as an engineer, and he started making all these software developments, and eventually it brought in a lot of leverage. Well, he found somewhere where he had leverage in the software community, whatever engineering community, and he made a fortune out of it. So it's like, and you know what was the great thing about Robert? You know what the great thing about Robert was? I think his name was Robert F. Smith. The great thing about him was that he came from an educated background. Both of his parents were educators. Both of his parents had degrees. Both of his parents instilled education into him, which made him a smart person just by default. He was just born into that type of family that gave him education. Not that they gave him anything special. He said they didn't grow up rich. They didn't grow up rich. They were stable. But he was in a home with two people who had degrees, and they taught him to push himself to the next level as a man, as a person. And he did that, and he became one of the richest black men in the US. So this is what I'm talking about, ladies. Like, I don't know where his parents met each other, but sometimes, honestly, you have to really think about it, ladies. Like the Mr. Engineer said, he gave me all these statistics where there's only 10% of black men who are making over 100K a year. Only 10%. That is so minuscule. That is so tiny. That's a really tiny percentage. So it's like, we need to really think about the bigger picture. Of course, everybody wants a man. Every woman that's on this hypergamous journey wants a man that's educated, who can provide for her. Especially if you're looking for the black on black love that, women do want. Habla español, Linda. Oh, you call me Linda. No, I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately. But I do understand a little bit of it. I was in a relationship with a Hispanic guy for 3 years, so I understand a little bit of Spanish, and I speak it. I understand a little bit, understand it, and speak it a little bit, read it a little bit too. But being the fact that there's only 10% of black men who make over 100K a year, I don't know if that statistic is necessarily accurate, but if it is accurate, we need to think about the work that we have to put in as a nation, as a community. All of us aren't necessarily going to get a millionaire, but could you be the person who gives birth to a potential millionaire? Absolutely. But you're not going to give birth to a millionaire chasing Raekwon and Rayshawn and them. You're not going to birth a future millionaire if you're chasing the drug dealers, wanting to hit licks, or talking about you don't like dudes who work 9 to 5. Talking about you want a dude that is gonna have money right then and there when you need it. Like, that sounds dandy, it sounds great, but really think about that. Like, wow, only 10% of black men are even able to sustain a stable family. That's really disturbing to me, but it just shows me that there's a lot of work to do. And I feel as though with women being picky with who they choose to date, not necessarily Um, with women being picky with who they choose today is just gonna make it better for you in the long run. And it's like, maybe this is not the generation where we're gonna be seeing a whole bunch of black millionaires and billionaires. I feel as though we're at the beginning of that. We're at the very beginning to where we're finally starting to see billionaires peek through and a whole lot of black millionaires peek through. We're finally seeing that. So it's like, we need to not have poverty babies. Like, can we stop having poverty babies? But we do need to continue reaching a level of education so that we can make these type of numbers increase for the population and for ourselves. Absolutely be stingy with your uterus. What I love about Michelle Obama is that she didn't date the typical 90% of black guys. You know, she didn't date the general 90%. She dated the 10%, the black. When I'm envisioning the whole thing right now with Michelle Obama and Barack, how they met at a summer camp. She was probably the only black girl there, and he was probably the only black dude there. Like, let's be all the way 100. They were probably the only black dude, like, the only black people at that summer camp. And they decided, you know, oh, you look good. Oh, you look good. I like you. Let's hook up type thing. So that's what I envision in my head. I could be wrong. There could have been other ethnic people or other people of color. But, you know, when you put yourself in a higher position, you get out of that 90 percentile, okay? And you become that 10%, and you start seeing less and less black people on your way to the top. It's so sad. But these are things that we need to start putting into place with our lives. Absolutely, women continue to go to school. Women continue to go to school. Please go to school. Please. I'm begging you to go to school. If that's what you really want to do. If that's what you really want to do. If you want to be next to the next Bill Gates or the next Barack. I mean, there's only one Barack, but if you want to be next to the guy who possibly, you know, could be that next, you know, whatever, then go to school. You know, people love saying that Bill Gates didn't go to college, but Robert, what's his name again? Robert Smith did, okay? Robert Smith, who is a billionaire, richest billionaire at that, richest black billionaire. He went to school. He got an education. They love to say the 90 percentile. They love to say school's not for everybody. They love to say it. But the richest black man in this current day and age did go to college. So it's just mind-boggling. And I hope that, you know, people start waking up. You know, ladies, from what I hear, there's only 10% of black men that are able to take care of you. Maybe this is not the generation for, maybe in our generation, we're just starting to see, ooh, ring light. It's like someone's pulling out. But it's starting to get dark. I'm probably about to go soon too. I gotta head to Target and stuff. I gotta head to Target. But oh my God, I just got so passionate in this discussion because, you know, I feel as though the gold digging gurus are not giving school justice. When school could absolutely be your meal ticket as a woman to find a respectable husband, okay? like a respectable husband. You can go to the bars and find a whole bunch of sleaze balls that have a little bit of change. But when you go to school and you find that guy, practice hypergamy, find that guy, I think it's going to be better for you ladies, and it's going to pay off longer and better if you get a man right after college. Like, after college, after you graduate and all that. So this is my channel. That's how I feel. 1000%. 1000%. School could definitely be your ticket to hypergamy. Absolutely. School could be your ticket to hypergamy. If you're a school girl, you're good with the academics. You're a smart girl. We need women like you in the world. We need women to run the hospitals. We need women to be doctors. We need women as teachers. We need women in working at the school boards. We need women in this type of field because women shape the nation just as much as men do, believe it or not. Women do shape the nation and give the nation its own swagger. So women, absolutely, please go to school. Go to school. Get out of the bars. Like, now that I'm in quarantine, like, now that this quarantine situation hit, it's just like, dang, like, being at the bars is not it. It's not it. You can't, it's not it. If I would have went to school, well, I did go to school, but if I would have, like, graduated school and been working on my degree right now, like, I think my life would be a little bit better and a little bit more high quality than it is right now. I would have been able to provide for myself a certain lifestyle. Ooh, Lord, it sound like they shooting, but that's somebody engine acting up. But I'm not in the hood, by the way, so if they were shooting, I'd be surprised. I'd be like, what? Crazy white people. But I'm not in the hood. Been moved away from the hood a long time ago because I don't want to be around crab in a barrel people. The 90%. 90% of black people. I don't want to be around them. Crabs in a bucket. They hate on you for a little thing. No, 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 no. I want to go somewhere where I'm appreciated for my intelligence, my vernacular, my wits. And I'm kind of like a unicorn everywhere I go because I have these locks, but I feel like it just makes me more unique. So, to sum up this video, because I feel like I've been going on for a little minute, I hope you ladies get the idea and get the picture that basically we need more educated women. We need more educated women, absolutely. I'm tired of all these celebrities, you know, they're getting praised for being ignorant, and it's just disgusting. I don't like it. I detest it. I wish we had more educated people in our community. That way, when people actually become famous, they wouldn't be acting an ass and just making everybody look bad and just conducting themselves like they have no home training. You know, it's just sickening. It's sickening. It's sickening. It's sickening. It's sickening. And then you see parents get online and what they have to say is, it's not even worth saying. It's just like, why even open your mouth to speak if you're gonna make the situation worse? They don't have no education. It's not their fault. They don't have no education, baby. They don't have no education. None. They come from poverty. So I just wish that more women Men too. Men need to get educated as well. Men need to get educated the most. We need more men in the fields of school, university, all of that. We need more smart people running the show. Okay? We need more people with brains, more people with sense and common decency running the show. We need more people like that, more quality running the show. And that's pretty much what I think. That's pretty much how I feel. So ladies, go to school. It ain't cool to be a fool, so go to school. Okay, and I'm gonna leave on that note. So trophies, I'm gonna see you ladies on the next video. Bye. Bye.